Now that was fun. I really enjoyed myself. Do you know what? I could not wait for this game to be over. Genuinely, okay, just like you can in FIFA, when you forfeit a game and you get a 3-0 loss, as soon as they scored that third goal, or at least as soon as we walked in at half time, I would have just said, let's end it here. There was never a chance of us getting back into this game. Never. Never in a million years. This game was over before it even started, let alone when it was 1-0 after 2 minutes, 2-0 after 15 minutes, or whatever it was. Kevin De Bruyne, this guy is just unreal sometimes. He is one of the best players in the world, no doubt about it. When he's in form like this, you can't stop him. But we made it so easy. We really did. Man City, for sure, one of the best teams in the world, right? One of the best clubs in the world. But they are actually not having a very good season. They're actually struggling. So there you are, as an Arsenal fan. You've come off a win against West Ham, and you're actually thinking, who knows? Maybe City will turn up and it won't be the good City, and you might be able to nick a point. Who knows? Maybe even just snatch a win. But really? Really? Is that really, really possible? No, of course it was. It was never, ever going to happen. This is just one of those times that we're just getting used to as Arsenal fans, where you just have to concede that you're going to lose this game. Okay, Pep Guardiola is known for setting up his team after a loss to go for the throat, okay? As soon as City lose a game, they bounce back and they smash teams. Okay, so we I guess got unlucky after Man United beat City. Man, we thought United were having a tough season. And yes, they still are, by the way. But no, it's nothing. It's not really that bad. I think, you can at least see that they're going somewhere. Right now, as an Arsenal fan, I see nothing. We've got a manager that's not really a manager. He's not ready for a job like this. Maybe League One, Championship. Maybe you could throw him into a team there and then, who knows, maybe return. But as of right now, it's very clear to see that Freddie Ljungberg is not the man for this job. And if he gets the job, I don't know. We need to seriously get a manager in now. Every single week that goes by without bringing in a proper manager it's a step backwards. It really is, because although we got that win against West Ham, we still played so badly in the first 55, 60 minutes. And it was just 10 minutes of amazing football that we managed to pull off a comeback. But realistically, the wounds and the problems, the solutions weren't there. It's just one of those things. We papered over the cracks. And again, we saw today just how bad we are. Defensively, it is laughable. The first goal, this is within the first 2 minutes of the game. We're pushing forward. Martinelli has a really good chance. We could have maybe gone 1-0 up within the first minute. And then bang. Just like that, Man City hit us on the break and they score. And Chambers with some of the best defending I've ever seen. Hands down. Incredible defending. Just watches and just jogs back a little bit. Well done to him. And then the cross comes in, which is a slight deflection. I can sympathise. It hits an Arsenal defender. I think it was Socrates. And it falls for Kevin De Bruyne. And it's a world-class finish. Smashing it into the roof of the net. And then you watch the replay and you can see Kolasinac, who, may I remind you, is one of the most incredible men in the Arsenal squad. You saw what happened with the London mugging. The two guys that jumped off a moped and tried to rob Mesut Ozil and Kolasinac. And he scared them off with his bare fists. And these guys, they probably do it a lot, right? I know they're behind bars now, but that's the Kolasinac, okay? The brave, top quality guy. You see him in this replay ducking out of the way. Now, yes, even if he didn't duck, even if he jumped for it, he probably wouldn't have stopped it. But that's not the point. That is not the point. When you play for a football club that you're earning 100 to 150 grand a week, whatever he's on, you put your heart on the line. You put your body on the line. You play for the team and you throw yourself in front of shots. Maybe I'm being harsh on him. Maybe it is just a human reflex. If a ball's coming at you that quickly, you just you want to duck. But come on, I've seen in the past plenty of defenders literally throwing themselves in front of shots like that. Who cares if the ball hits you full on in the face and it breaks your nose, right? It would be awful, but it's what you do. You put your body on the line for the club, and it was embarrassing. It wasn't just Kolasinac, though. Chambers had an absolute nightmare on that goal. And then it's just from then, even worse. It gets worse as the game gets on because maybe it's confidence again, but you can just see the more that we've had attacks on us, the less confident our defence is, and you could just see City walking through us. And I'm quite surprised we came out in the second half and managed to keep a clean sheet for 45 minutes. That was impressive, wasn't it? So, although we've lost the game 3-0, could have been a lot worse. I guess the second half is marginally better. Marginally. Pepe, poor. Ozil, poor. Aubameyang, did he even touch the ball? I think he's got less than 10 touches. And 3 of those touches would have been from kickoff. Okay? You've then got Martinelli. He was our best player. He's 18 years old. 18. I mean, it's unbelievable. And we get another injury to another left back. You know, we lose Tierney against West Ham. Dislocated shoulder, out for 3 months. We won't see him till March. Great. Brand new signing. And we're going to get 10 appearances out of him this season? It's a joke. Now, Kolasinac gets injured. And guess who we throw on at left back? Saka. Saka. Playing at left back for Arsenal Football Club. Injuries suck. I get it. But, I mean, surely there was a better option, right? Maybe you go 3 at the back. Maybe that was just too risky to go against City with 3 defenders. But throwing Saka on at left back, and he didn't do a bad job. It's just mind-blowing to me that you're prepared to throw on an 18-year-old attacking player to go up against arguably one of the best wingers in the world right now in Sterling. It's disgusting. It makes me feel sick, man. Just watching this club just get worse and worse and worse. And there's only so much you can say, right? There's only so much you can say and feel after seeing this for so long. Arsene Wenger didn't leave for this, okay? And maybe Emery wasn't so bad after all, eh? No, Emery did have to go, and Ljungberg has to as well. We need to move on. We need to get someone in now before the window opens because... And it's not Freddie's fault, by the way. He's just in over his head. He's inexperienced. This isn't what he's meant to be doing right now. He hasn't done anything like this before. So it's not his fault whatsoever. You know, if you were thrown into a German exam and you've never learnt German, or at least maybe you've learnt a couple of words while playing in the playground with your mates or whatever, like, you're not going to get an A, are you? You're not going to pass that exam. He's not going to come in to a massive role like this with such issues with the squad, so many holes to fill. He's not going to be able to do that job. There's no way that Freddie was ever going to succeed in this. There's just no way. Even if we went on a 10-win streak, like I said before, when Emery was sacked and Freddie was announced as caretaker manager, one of the first things I said was, even if we go on a 10-match winning streak, he should not be made permanent manager, because you've seen it now with Chelsea a little bit. Frank Lampard came in, didn't have a great start, losing at Old Trafford quite badly. Then they kind of picked up form and they went on to do some really good stuff for a couple of weeks. And now, yeah, when you go up, you have to come down at some point. And I feel like even if Freddie got us winning, it was always going to come back down again. We need someone that can come in for more than a season to 2 seasons to 3 seasons, have this window to plug in some of the massive holes in our defence. I've said it so many times recently. The one area we absolutely have to improve in is defence. We've spent 72 million on Pepe. I've said I think it will come good. It's slow, but I would have much preferred, if I could, I'd rewind time now. I'd go back to that summer window and I would take that 72 million and I would put it into a 25-year-old plus centre-back that's experienced and can genuinely improve our defence. Because I think we would be no worse off, that's for sure. In fact, I think we'd be doing a lot better. Because Pepe hasn't brought much, let's be fair. If anything, he's made it more difficult to be an Arsenal fan because you back these players, you back Pepe. 72 million, everyone's laughing because he's been bad. You're there saying, oh, come on, Pepe's going to be good. Yeah, I back the lad. He has a good moment every now and again. When instead we could have really invested that money wisely. It just feels like we've pissed it up the wall a little bit, doesn't it? It's really difficult because one moment, like the West Ham game, you're thinking, okay, Pepe, I see you. Okay, nice. 72 million, maybe worthwhile investment over the next few seasons if he can continue to improve. But then you see a game like this against one of the best teams in the world and he's useless. The best thing he did today was a little cheeky nutmeg right in the far corner. I enjoyed it for about 2 seconds. It was a pretty nasty bit of skill. Love it. And then the rest of the game, he's just gone. And can I just say, Mesut Ozil coming off, he rips his gloves off and he wraps them in like a ball and just boots them. Like, come on, man. What does that achieve? Right in front of all the fans, in front of the bench, in front of the manager, just, yeah, I'm going to kick my gloves. Like, what's the point? Just go and sit down. Sit down and shut up, okay? You're on 350 grand a week. Shut up. Honestly, that really pisses me off. There's no need for that. He was having a bad game. We brought on Smith Rowe, another kid, by the way, straight away, a bit more explosive, a bit more movement from him, because he's hungry. Yeah, these young players that come in and take over the roles from these experienced players, they're hungry. They actually want to say, you know what, Freddie, I know we're losing this game, but I'm going to come on and I'm going to do a job for you. Instead of Mesut Ozil's like, well, last few seasons of my career, I've already achieved lots of things. I've won the league in Spain. I've won the World Cup. I've done everything I need to do. I'm just here to pick up my paycheck and I'll play a little bit, you know. It's disappointing to say the least because Ozil can switch it on. We've all seen it. He can switch it on, but he just seems to pick and choose when. Maybe it was a case of City just being too good because they were very, very good. You've got to give credit to them. Pep has bounced them back again, but they're still, 14 points off Liverpool, is it? Or is it now down to 11? I'm not quite sure, but we all know, even though Liverpool have bottled it recently in the last few seasons when maybe they could have won it but didn't quite do it, I think it's clear to say that Liverpool will be winning the title this season. And if they don't, it must go down as the biggest upset or biggest failure in Premier League history. A club that's got such a huge gap, not just in points, but in quality, it seems. You know, the togetherness of that Liverpool squad, it's unbelievable. And if they don't go on to win it, I don't know what else they can do. It might destroy them. So, yeah, 3-0. I've got to be honest, you guys. I've got into a bit of a habit now where I'm putting together the graphic here that I put into the video. I always tend to make it a prediction. So I went into Photoshop to start making it. And I put 2 goals for Arsenal and 2 goals for City. I stupidly thought, do you know what? Maybe it'll happen. If I put a 2-2 draw in, maybe it'll happen. Because in the past, genuinely, no lie, I have predicted the scoreline by putting it into Photoshop before the game started. And then at the end of the game, I haven't had to change it. I've just saved it and put it on my screen here. So I was a little bit far off. Within 1 minute, 2 minutes, I saw the goal go in and I changed it straight away because I knew what was going to happen. And I made it 3-0 to City. What can I say? I'm done here. I'm done talking about this game. I'm so glad it's over because it was shocking. Thank you for watching, by the way. I appreciate those people that come and watch these videos. I'm sure you're here because you like to see me get upset. I get that. It's similar to AFTV, isn't it? You know, everyone wants to go and AFTV and chill after an Arsenal loss. I get it. But if you're watching this just because you're interested in my thoughts, I'm sorry that I can't really give you a comprehensive review of the game because I don't care. I don't care. But thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you for another video very soon.